Hi everybody, welcome to Wool and Wine episode 48. I'm Tammy.
I'm Claudia.
I'm Janet.
And to our new viewers, we are really happy to have you. And thank you to the returning members. And if you have not subscribed, click on that subscribe button. We appreciate it.
Yep, give us a like.
Yeah, give us a like. Yeah, yeah. Unless you don't like it, but, but then tell us that you don't like it.
Yeah, there's not much we can do. We're pretty much like we are.
Yeah, we are who we are. Exactly.
All right. Yeah. We're a knitting podcast and recording in Bellbrook, Ohio, which is a south suburb of Dayton. And it's cool today in the 50s. So
Yeah,
it is.
sweater weather.
Great
Makes
time
me
to pull those sweaters
so
out.
Happy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy.
Yeah, I think it's going to get down in the upper 30s overnight tonight.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we love sweater weather.
Right. So, before we get started, we don't want to forget about this bit. We're
Yeah,
Wool and
we
Wine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's delicious.
That is.
Alrighty, so I guess we'll do our typical format, talk about what we're wearing, what we finished, what we're working on, what we have in the
Right.
plans, all the things.
Sounds good.
You want to go
Sounds
first?
perfect.
You look beautiful over there.
Thank you. So I am wearing the home cardigan by Caidree. And here's a video. And I think I did the size 48. I meant to write it down here, but so I used the Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine for the main color. Well, let's see. It's not. I gotta block out people. There we go. And the colorway is Feldgrau. Yeah, Feldgrau. And then I held it together with a McMullen fiber company. And it's a wonderful feeling mohair, and it's called Fluff. I'm not sure she's doing this anymore. I think she moved on to a different fiber. Like, I think she's using more alpaca now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, when we saw her, where did we see her?
Oh, we saw her
Rhinebeck.
last.
Was it
Oh,
last
yeah, last year.
It
Rhinebeck.
was
Well,
last year, but it wasn't at
It wasn't
Rhinebeck.
at Rhinebeck.
No, it was at the
one that was the Muddy
Yeah.
Muss.
Muddy Muss,
Yeah.
right? But she didn't have the this kind of stuff. It was, I think, it had more alpaca in it, which is just fine. But it's such a pretty yarn. But then I, hold it with this, and so you don't really get to see all the beauty.
Yeah.
But I also
lot.
tried it with a white yarn, and I didn't see it either because it's a very subtle color. And so, anyway, I still have a skein of that and 2 skeins of this, so who knows what that's going to become. And this is called French Green, the Fluff.
That is just so beautiful.
It is, it's gorgeous.
It almost is identical to the colors in your shawl or your scarf.
My scarf, oh yeah, and I went to in Cincinnati, they had a Weavers Guild show, and so I bought this down there. It's 100% silk.
It's beautiful.
And I saw that and I go, oh, those are my colors. So
Yeah.
I thought it would go perfectly with this, and it does.
Yeah, those the design on it's almost the shape of the orchids
Yeah.
or a butterfly.
Yeah,
even.
it looks like, or it could be a bird because it has eyes almost.
Oh yeah, that is just beautiful. I don't know how they did that, but wow,
Uh-huh.
that is
Yeah.
lovely.
So
But yeah, your mohair looks like it was made in the same dye pot. Or
it does.
However that
yeah,
was.
doesn't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Right?
That's
That
a
is your
beauty.
palette.
Maybe I'll have to make something that has this mohair, like the rocket tee.
Oh, yeah, like in
Right.
stripes with something
Yeah,
to let that stand out.
Yeah.
Maybe that would do it. That's a good idea.
That's a
That
really
might
good
have
idea.
to happen. Yep.
If you've got 2 skeins,
Susurrus.
I've got 2 skeins of this.
so this is oh, that's,
Yeah, that's really soft.
So that would also be really, really nice. It is a 4, so this is worsted weight?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if with 2 worsteds might not be enough to even for stripes. Although, no, I don't even know. God, that feels so nice. I'm just sitting here
I know
stroking
that's
your
some
wool.
soft yarn.
It's really.
It is. It's
It
really
is.
soft. Well, it's 40% alpaca, 40% wool, and 20% silk. And I
Yeah.
think you guys made something with this yarn.
Yeah, I
I can't
did
remember
something
what
with
it was.
moonshine years ago.
Yeah, was shortly after we started knitting because we went down to Hank's.
We did. That's exactly
Yeah.
where we got it.
We made that sweater. I want to say it's Evermore. Or something
is the
like that.
Evermore.
Yeah.
But wasn't that bulky weight?
I don't
Maybe
know.
it was
It
worsted.
I think it was worsted.
Yeah.
Was it?
But I remember you guys saying that it pilled pretty badly.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Well, it's not twisted.
It's not
like
twisted.
It's almost.
It's a single ply. Looks like.
Is that a woolen spun?
No, it's got a ply, but it's just so.
Well, there's not more than one. It's a single ply, right?
Is
It
there
doesn't-
actually? Did you say there's wool?
Uh-huh.
No. Oh, 40% wool. Yeah, I can't, it's only one ply. It's just a high twist one ply, but it does pill. My that sweater pills, and it has fluff. Like, yeah. Maybe I'll wear it sometime. It's got to get a little colder than it is today.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Or we'll just
Yeah.
open a window or the door or something.
But I guess I should tell you how much I like this sweater. It's really warm. Yeah, it's really warm. But I am really liking it, and I've told these guys in the past, I have my sleeve rolled up because they're really long. I have a problem with that sometimes. My sleeves just end up too long. But it's not bad. I just roll it up, and I was thinking today, I think I'm just going to tack this down so it stays up. Mm-hmm. You know,
Yeah.
because it doesn't look bad that way at all.
No, it doesn't.
Right.
It looks nice.
Looks nice.
And it actually looks better at that length than it does
At this
right
rate.
now. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
that looks classy. The other way looks frumpy. And it's
Yeah.
really weird that a sleeve can make
Yeah, a big difference.
it do yeah, because
It
it
can.
looks like so
Yeah.
like polished like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So what are you wearing?
So I am wearing the Autumn Alpine by Caitlin Hunter. And here's the video. And here's what it looks like. Again.
Yeah, yes.
So, I loved making this because I had bought this, the yarn for the color work at the wool gathering in Yellow Springs. And it was a hand spun by 5 Pine Fibers. And so I wanted to, you know, I only had one skein, so I wanted to use it as color work. And so I put it in that. And then I also, from there, got the alpaca in this light gray color, and that's what I use for the body. And I'm really happy with
Oh
how
my
it turned
gosh.
out.
That's
I
crazy.
know it's so soft.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can I-
I know.
So
Holy
That is
moly.
Yeah,
beautiful.
so
I
I'm-
love your color choices. That's perfect.
thank you. So this is a size 40, and what else can I say about it? It's a DK sweater. I didn't really make any modifications to it. I did it as pattern. And I knitted it back in May of this year. So this is like the first time I get to wear it now.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo! Because
Yeah.
it's a warm sweater. It's really nice. It's
Yeah, I
not too
bet.
hot, but
Yeah,
it's
I bet that alpaca feels
you
nice
cozy.
against your skin.
yeah, keeps you cozy. I do really like it.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the way this hand-spun fiber yarn turned out.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
is-
gorgeous.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And Tammy, I see you have something new.
I do. So I have my pressed flower self-drafted finished. And here's the video. I really, Melissa wanted to do a vest for the pressed flowers. She just, at Rhinebeck, she's like, I really want one that's light in the background and the colors are, or the flowers are the colorful part. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do one with you. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna need some help because we haven't done that yet. And I said, all right, no problem. But I looked at the pressed flowers vest pattern and it doesn't have the ribbing on it. It just was pressed flowers. And I'm like, I didn't want that kind of a fit or that look. So I had recently done the number 10 Argyle by, I think, Sandi Rosner, if I'm not mistaken. And of course that had a big Argyle pattern on it and it had the striped. I didn't do any of that on the other one. It was done in Newton and I did that last year and I pulled that pattern out just to get a look at it and see how that would work. And for the stitch count that we needed for the flowers, it was close, but it got really narrow up here and I wanted, I'll show you up close. I wanted to be able to get a couple of the flowers in the shoulder straps. So what I did was took a look, I counted the cast on from the one that I had done before and it wasn't divisible by the number of stitches I needed for the flower pattern for the repeat. So we added 4 stitches to that, knit it bottom up, and when I got to sleeve separation or under the armpit, I cast off the number of stitches that the Argyle, the 10 Argyle said to cast off. But when it came to the decreases, I only decreased 5 times here and 10 times here. The 10 Argyles are paid for patterns, so I'm not going to say how many decreases they did, but this is just a lot fewer. And it ended up being just right. So, you know, once you get going on something, I loved doing this pattern and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. And I knew that Melissa was going to need me to have already done that bit. So I took some good photos and put the light bulb markers every place I did a decrease, here and at the neck. But because I really didn't use anything from the 10 Argyle, my Ravelry page for this, which will be linked in the show notes just like everything else is exactly everything I did for this pattern, and this is a size 38. So if you want to knit this and you've already done a pressed flowers, anything, you've already got the little chart for the flowers themselves, feel free to go out and use the stuff on my Ravelry page, because honestly, I just kind of looked at it and went, yeah, that's not going to work. And I'm pretty sure that however many stitches they cast off under the arm, that can't be what you pay for that other pattern. So I don't feel like giving that number away is a big deal. So anyway, that's what it is. I used JMR Studio Merino Rambouillet for the yellow, and the EWE fibers is the green, and it's called Monet's Bridge. And then I just found a dark green turtleneck on Amazon, and
Looks great.
it's an outfit.
How all of those flowers fit absolutely perfect
Yeah.
on your whole sweater.
Well,
Like,
I
it's
made
like-
sure that as I was doing it, that I had one right up the middle. And I was hoping that there wasn't one like right underneath of that center stitch. And I used the center double decrease from the daily pullover.
Daily pullover.
Because I love the way that looks. So it's this. Anyway, it was easy. I already had that pattern from when we all did that years ago. Which, anyhow, so all modifications. It was that was the whole thing.
Yeah, right. You made it as how you wanted to make it.
Yep.
So how many finishes do you have?
I just have one more that I'm going to talk about with finishes.
Okay, just that. Okay, then because I only have one.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So finally, I got my Letho done. Here's a video. And it's a Natasja Hornby pattern, and I made the 46.5, but I did some additions of some on the back and the front of some extra rows to make it closer to a 48, just because I want to make sure I can wear stuff underneath it without it being too small. So here we are.
Oh
Whoops.
my goodness.
There's the sleeve and the back. I love the back.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. I just love the way it turned out, and I like
It almost looks like an Indian print.
it. Does kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
so
it turned out really nice. I have so when I did the I-cord for the front, I used an 11 and then 10, and then I switched to an 11 to go around the neck, but it's a little small. So it doesn't lay right. So I think I'm going to have to rip out back to about here, and then start with a 12, I guess.
Yeah, for just that back part where it really needs to stretch around
Yeah.
your neck, it needs to be
Yeah,
that
so
much
it'll be
bigger.
this much, and then I'll go back to the, although I might have to do,
you could just come down a little further
I'll
on
just-
both sides.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it right where the decreases are, you could come down and
Yeah, I think I
Change.
I think I changed it 8. So like around in here is where I went to the bigger, about here, because there's that a decrease there. So.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So let's see, modifications besides the size. I think I added an additional row here because I really wanted these guys to stand
Oh, right,
out.
you did that here too.
And I did it down here.
Yeah.
So it makes it kind of, I felt like it made it stand out a little bit more. And then one on around the neck. So it does kind of stand out a little bit more. Okay, now for the real thing. So if you saw the video, the sleeves are like down to here.
Yeah.
And they weren't that long before I blocked it, and I don't know, and I didn't stretch it. I was very careful not to stretch it, but that's what happened. So I guess we're gonna have to do cut it off, pick up the stitches, cut it off, and then pull some rows out, and then kitchen her back together.
Little sweater surgery.
Sweater surgery.
Yeah.
2 kinds of sweater surgery on one sweater.
Yeah.
But it's going to be worth it because it's just so gorgeous, and it's
Yes.
a perfect time of year for it. And so
It's just so beautiful.
it is. It's a great pattern too.
Yeah. So most of the people who are joining along in our knit along, the Letho knit along on our Wool and Wine group on Ravelry, and on Instagram. I think most of them are posting on Ravelry, though. Most of them are finished. There are a few that are done, and they're just gorgeous.
They really are. The color choices were
Yeah.
really fun.
And,
Yes.
you know, one person was fairly new at it, had never done brioche before. Somebody modified it to do a seed stitch instead of, right? Instead of mohair, or
Instead of brioche.
instead of brioche
yeah.
on the cuff. Did she seed stitch this part too?
You know, I don't remember seeing a finished.
Yes.
I don't
Did
think
you see the finished one?
I'm not sure
I was
she's got
thinking I
that.
saw
I'm gonna
that,
have to
but-
look now because
I
we're
know,
really
right?
excited for. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, oh my gosh, there's a red one on there that
Oh,
is just
gorgeous.
oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already made 2. I think I'm done for now.
Well, while we're on the subject,
Yeah.
talk about my Letho.
Yeah.
So I am not done with mine.
But that's okay.
So are we on to whips?
No.
We're just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Okay.
Because we're doing the.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
No, that's fine.
I'm going to go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the
you
timing
should.
is
So I did not, mine is not complete, but I did make progress since the last
Big
episode.
progress. Look at that.
So I have to show you this back part so far. Love
that
that
part, don't we?
beautiful
Yeah.
color. And the sleeves.
Oh, that's amazing.
And the front, I'm working on what they call the welts. So I've got 2 out of the 3 done.
Awesome.
So
Oh my goodness.
one more of those to go. And then I got to do the hem yet.
Uh-huh.
Put the hem on and do the front.
Oh,
You're getting
Put it
there.
around the
You're
collar.
getting really
So
close.
I'm getting there, but I got a little ways to go. So I'm getting excited at this point to get it done so I can
Yeah.
wear it.
Yeah.
that is
But,
so beautiful.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous.
I
And
love that yarn.
hopefully my sleeves aren't going to be too long.
hope not.
They look like they were okay for now, but we'll see.
Oh my
We'll see what
goodness.
happens.
Yeah.
So
Gosh. Well, you know what? We're good at surgery, so that whole Kitchenering thing, that's the bomb.
it does work beautifully.
Yeah, I don't know who was it. Somebody named Kitchener must have come up with that.
Uh-huh, it was. Yeah, it's named after a person.
I'm
for
sure.
Right? So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this and
Yeah,
get it out of the
Do
way.
it.
No,
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Okay, so here's the yarn that I'm using. It's the Studio Donegal Tweed. And here's the 3 colors. This one's a light gray.
I forgot to show my colors again. Doesn't matter.
And this is a blue. And a purple. So all of the colors had numbers like 55, 30,
Yeah,
things like
yeah.
that. And it's like, I don't know.
They didn't have a whole lot of color, so if you, I mean, it's not
Right.
like there were multiple shades
Yeah.
of, the gray had a darker
Right.
light, but the others were.
But
gray.
otherwise, the colors are what they are.
Yeah, there was a red,
So,
and
Yeah,
then,
that's beautiful.
right.
Right.
and I got a black.
Oh,
No, well,
no,
it was
not
just
in that.
charcoal.
No, a dark gray. There was
Just
a dark
charcoal.
gray.
Dark gray,
and
light
they
gray.
had one that had kind of an olivey colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really pretty.
I remember that.
Oh,
one.
I was
Yeah.
really tempted.
I'm all about those olivey colors.
Yeah, me too.
so anyway, hopefully by the next episode, I'll have this done.
You will.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping to be where you're at.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'll be so good. But yeah, the sleeves won't be long on yours. They'll be just right.
I hope. Hope they don't grow too much.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have a finish, and I was working on this last time. It is the Viridian by Rebecca Clow. And it is done.
Oh, is so
Here's the
pretty.
video. Yeah, it's just what I wanted. Just a nice little cardigan. I mean, it's a really great stitch. I don't know if you can tell. It just really, really is good. And then, of course, my label on the back, because we're so good at doing that, which I don't think I put one on the one I'm wearing yet.
Yeah, I need to put one on here too.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, these buttons are the ones that I picked up at Rhinebeck, and Janet got some that are so similar.
That is just beautiful, and
They're
those
like-
buttons just make it.
Yeah. I've got a pair of camel colored slacks and a cream blouse. I wore this
Perfect.
for Melissa's wine show, her holiday show.
Right.
So I felt real dressed up in it. It's just one of those that you can dress up or down. And I know Rebecca isn't like a huge fan of the finished product since she's been making so many patterns now, you know, writing so many that she's got like better shaping and all that. But honestly, I thought the shaping on this was just fine. And it was out of Pom Pom Quarterly from last winter.
Autumn
or
or
fall.
winter, because that's when I saw the Anjou sweater.
Oh, right. These
When
are out
they
of the
were
same
Rhinebeck,
one.
Yeah, and so that must have been winter. Yeah,
Or fall. Yeah, whatever
whatever it was.
Whatever was around back then. And it might, is there a fall, winter, and then a spring, summer? I don't even know. I don't know how many
either.
publications. I
don't
can't
either.
remember.
I just know they're
I
not
don't know.
doing that anymore.
Yeah, that's just a darn shame. But anyway, I love it. So this was done in Cascade yarns. The camel color is just Cascade 220 Merino, and it is camel. And then the cream color here is the Cascade BFL, and that one is ecru. So it's kind of a natural color. And it's just super soft. It's just really, really nice. But man, the slip stitch pattern is...
It's really cute.
It's nice. I like the inside of it also.
Yeah, that would be a fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
So-
dashes, right?
Yeah, here, hold that up for them.
See how cute that is? I mean, it's just a really nice slip stitch pattern on the inside. So anyhow, so that's it for finishes
Okay.
that I'm going to talk about during finishes.
So now we are on to whips.
We're on to whips.
And I only have one today because I didn't work on the other one. I was so wanting to get my Letho done, and then I started working on my Cumulus blouse.
Oh, wow.
But I did get the bottom. I got the I-cord around the bottom. I think it's really gonna be pretty. I do have decided I'm doing ribbing around the neck, just maybe an inch or so, and then I think I'll do an I-cord to finish that.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
I think that'll be really good. And then I'll do the I-cord around the sleeve.
Yeah, maybe just like this much.
Yeah, and then do an I-cord on top of that. I probably won't do as big a one as this.
Right.
Do a real small one.
Yeah, do a small one. So
Yeah. Oh my
yes,
goodness,
that's a
really
good
great
idea.
and it's coming along. I love the colors.
Yeah, you should. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So the colors I'm using, and I know I told you before, but this is Frankie Gray Fibers, and it's a peach colorway. It's a little hard to, I think it's the windows are kind of blowing it out a little bit, but, and then this is the Pearl Soho Linen Quill colorway, Red Poppy. And so it's just, I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, it's blowing both of those out a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh well. I will say I used a size, I think I used a size 7 on the body, and I used a 9 on the I-cord. Because I didn't want to have the same problem I have with my
Yeah.
Letho. And I think it's just fine. I haven't tried it on since. but
well,
yeah.
it's not. It's restricting the stitches from growing, but it's not going to keep you from getting in it.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It's going to be fine.
it'll be fine. That's what I say.
You'll know when you block it.
Yeah. No. Oh, gee, Claudia, you have to rip that back.
I'm not going to tell you. Janet's going to have to tell
I
you.
know, knitting's supposed to be fun. I've had my
Trust
challenges
me, I
lately.
already know. That's like my Letho. I already knew I was going to have to rip that back, but daggone it.
Yeah, I've had my challenges too over the last few months with
Come
knitting.
on.
So, okay. So
Nice.
I'm finished.
Okay. All right.
Okay, do you want to talk about one of your
How many do you have?
since I already talked to one? I have two.
Okay, I actually have several. So I'm going to combine finishes and whips together because I'm working on all of this. So for the girls for Christmas, I am making, like all of our daughters and daughter-in-laws, I am making the Friend to Friend by Leslie Friend. And I had one as a finish last time, and that was in this, is it Peacoat? I
Yeah.
think it's Peacoat colorway.
No, okay.
And then, so I have since, and this one I think maybe one of these was in the process of being worked on. So this kind of a dusty rose color, it's finished. I haven't washed them yet, but I am going to throw them in the washer and the dryer and call it done. So then there's this color, and these are all of my light bulb markers. I'm leaving on this one because I just leave this on the top of the stack and it's my guide. I've done enough now, I don't even have to look at patterns anymore. I know what my cast on is, so then here, I guess I can show you the difference here. This is not the same color, so this one is more of like a dusty cranberry color. And then another one in, I think, Peacoat. I'm gonna go with that. I feel like that's what the color is, and it's just this really beautiful heathered navy. It's darker than it's coming up on the screen, but anyway, I am absolutely loving those, and I think the girls will. So this is made out of Hue and Me. This is a 80% acrylic, 20% wool, but it is machine washable and dryable. So let's see, I've got the navy one done. I actually have two navy ones done. The lighter green, the dusty rose. So 4 of them are done. And then I am gonna do these for granddaughters too, but I thought for the granddaughters, I bought enough for 3 skeins for each one of them. And I have a lot of that blue, and I thought what I would do is stripe them.
Oh, nice.
So that green color, there is the lighter seafoam green and there's a darker seafoam green, and I thought that would be pretty striped. Or that green looks really, really good with the navy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it does.
but I thought even like this with that lighter, just to do like one wide stripe across the chest. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play around with it. Okay. So that is one whip finish or finish whip. And I'm just going to keep working on those until Thanksgiving and give them to them then, because I mean, that's only a couple of weeks away, and the weather the way it is.
Yeah, it might
Oh,
come
that's
in
so
real
sweet.
not
Yeah.
Doing all this gift knitting.
Well,
I, on the other hand,
And me too.
had too many other things going on.
I know.
well, everything is not about others. Wait
Yeah,
till
well,
you
we
see.
that's-
Yeah.
But that's sweet that you're doing that.
It
That's
is
really
really
nice.
sweet,
They're
yeah.
really gonna love those.
They will.
You're so
They-
kind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're my girls. I mean,
know.
I love them.
Yeah.
All of them. They're so good.
Okay, Janet, what do you got?
Yeah, you got to be working on something.
Okay. Next one is the Taybern by Joan Forgione.
Oh,
I'm making some progress.
Girl.
Yeah, I guess you are.
So since the last time,
Oh my.
I just got finished pretty much with the color work, and I was starting on the
So
body. So I've got quite a bit more of the body done.
That is
So hopefully,
beautiful. Love those colors.
yeah. So I used the Cascade 20, the non-super wash, and used the colors of Aqua Haze, which is the light color, and Pacific is the dark color. So the sizing, I've had my share of fun with the sweater. First of all, the sizes that are 38.5 or 42.5. So I'm really kind of in the middle of that. But I ended up making the 42.5. So it fits, but I can see that once I block this, it might grow a little bit, and it's a little bit bigger than I want, but
Cascade 220
honestly,
doesn't grow. It really
good.
doesn't. I
Good.
think that, I mean, that's what I just did my little cardigan in.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It really, the stitch is kind of smooth, flat, but they don't, it's not, I don't think it's
Right.
going to grow. I think
Yes.
you're going to be good.
So, I mean, I tried it on. It fits really nice right now, I think. So
Oh, it looks beautiful
I'm hoping
on
it's
you.
going to be as beautiful
Yeah,
when
it
it's
does.
blocked.
Oh my.
So,
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you'll have that done in
Yeah.
no time. What do you have, another couple inches on the body before you start ribbing?
yeah, I'm not even, I think about 1 more inch, and then I'm going to do like 3 inches of rib.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's going to be so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she's kind of a, Joan Forgione is a kind of a new to me designer. I don't know if I've ever knit one of her patterns
Yeah.
before.
I think
Right.
I've seen her name before, but I haven't knit anything.
Yeah.
with her.
Does she go by anything else?
I think this is the first one I've made of hers. as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, I've seen other people do her patterns. I just can't think of one of them. That's just
Yeah.
gorgeous, though. All right. So you said no to more.
No.
Okay. I have made some progress on the Marlow shawl by Tammy Gore. Pretty. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really trying to get this thing done, but I still have a little ways to go. I think I was like way down here last time I showed it, but you can see, and I don't know if I talked about the lace in it before, and I don't, oh, maybe the way the light comes through, you can see some of that lace. I think it'll show a whole lot better in, once it's blocked. But anyway, here's where we are.
Beautiful.
And I just, this is what I work on at night when we're watching television or I'm listening to television. It depends on what row I'm on. Super easy, simple. I am using Lang Yarns Merino 200 Bebe. In black, and the Sweet Tea Yarns Rusty Watering Can, and then that blue I believe is Serenity, Serenity 20. That's
Zen Yarn
Zen Yarn
Garden.
Garden,
Yes.
Serenity 20. So that's what the blue is, and that one is really, really good. Do you have more?
I have 1 more to show.
Alrighty. You know what? I've got 3 more, so let me go ahead and show one more
Okay.
real quick.
Sounds good.
Nope, I haven't worked on that one. I brought it. That's not the one. I am doing a test knit for Beth MacDonald Stone. She has got a new pattern that is going to be coming out at some point. I'm not exactly sure when, but it is called Get Out of the Pool. And the concept is that you can take a hand-dyed yarn with 2 skeins and a DK weight, And this is knit flat, which is no problem because it's all garter. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out of the bag. But here's what it's looking like. Oh, it's blowing out like crazy.
Here, let me close that drape.
Yeah, but maybe pull that and see. I don't know.
I think that'll make a big difference.
Oh, maybe, yeah, that helps a little bit. It's not coming across. This looks super tangerine, and it really is like much richer colored. But I did not have 3 skeins. I said 2. My yardage isn't enough, and I would have needed 3 skeins, and I didn't have 3 skeins of any one color. So what I did was went through my stash because, you know, we all try to stash bust when we can. I had this skein of Vitalana by Knit Crate that's been around for a long while, and it really, you know what, it's just going to keep coming up like a yellowy peach, and it's just more tangerine, right?
Yeah.
It almost looks like,
You know what it looks like? Dreamsicle.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the color, it's called Tiger Lily, if that helps. So that is what I decided to do the ribbing on. And so normally this would all be in one color, but it is this beautiful little drop shoulder, knit flat, seamed up the side, and then the way she's designed this is just so, so cute. It's going to have ribbing at the bottom, and it's sort of a cropped, like sort of cropped. I mean, I'm high-waisted anyway, so, or short-waisted. High-waisted, I think they're probably about the same.
Yeah, I would say.
But you seam it up the side and across the shoulders, and then the part where you pick up around the sleeves is almost the same distance as this in half. So for the others that are all doing it in one, it's going to be kind of like this as the sleeve, which is such a good idea, because what she's done something where the numbers make it all so that if it pulls evenly everywhere. Because you're just knitting flat back and forth. So it's all garter. I'm pretty sure you saw that part. And mine doesn't really, I was going to say it doesn't really pull, but the whole concept is it doesn't pull.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah. And so the other yarn I'm using is Frankie Gray Fibers, and the color is Froze. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is 245 yards to 100 grams, and I have 2 skeins of this, and I am
Boy,
all
those are some
tangled up.
beautiful colors.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
very.
Yeah, it's a really, really pretty color. I don't.
So you don't think you don't have to then, since you're using 2 different skeins, you don't have to.
Alternate? No,
Alternate.
because of the way she did it. The
That's
neck
good.
and the bottom, you just keep going. So however it pulls at the top, it's going to keep pulling all the way down. I only used 2 different colors because I didn't have 3 skeins
right.
with enough yardage. These things are a hot mess from being in the bag. So anyway, isn't that cool? So I don't know when this is coming out. I should be a better test knitter and know those dates, but it's going to be a hot minute. And I'm thinking I've got a peach colored blouse that once I get this done, I'm going to wear it like a vest, because you know what? It's a DK yarn, and I think it's going to be super cute as a vest, and I think it'll look really cute over a peach, like a dressy blouse, and I can wear it with jeans or dress pants or whatever.
Yeah,
So
great idea.
That's kind of exciting, right?
Yeah, really exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so go.
So, the next whip is the Core by Natasja Hornby.
Oh yeah. Let's see how she's done.
I can tell there's
So
more
since
done.
the last time, I had to go back and okay, am I picking up the wrong ball of yarn? I think I am.
That's what I did. I was grabbing the wrong one and had strings everywhere.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what it looks like so far.
Very pretty.
So this is the middle of the back, and this is the shoulder, the collar, the collar, and then this is the back. So it's got this garter stitch on the top, and then the band looks like this. That goes all the way around the neck and the bottom of the sweater. So, was I showing the right way? Yeah, I think I was.
Yeah, this side was out. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
It really
so I'm
is.
loving working on it. It is a fingering weight, but it's just, I love it. And it's easy to do because it's just knit.
Yeah.
You're knitting on both sides and you're doing a little
So
bit
this
of,
is also a garter. Ah,
yes. So
nice.
just the bands around the top and the hem band are like a stockinette, and then you have the garter for the rest.
Wow.
I love it.
That's beautiful. That yarn is
Nice.
so perfect for that.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So here's what the yarn looks like. And I got this a few years ago actually, from Simply Socks
I
Yarn
think
Company.
like more than 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time.
It's been
old
quite a while.
stash, so I'm loving using it.
Yeah, nice and deep.
Yeah, so this is the Simply Socks Colossal Sock, and it's in the colorway Pinot. So I think it's just gonna make this a beautiful sweater.
So are you alternating skeins? Is that why it looks like both of them are connected?
No, I just happen to have 2 skeins in the bag, and they're sticking together for some reason.
So with Colossal Sock, each skein is 150 grams, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just
they're
found mine the other
huge.
day.
They're huge, and I have 3 of them. But even though this is fingering, it's a lot of yarn that you're going to use for this. It's like,
It's a heavy fingering, too.
1,400 yards or something. I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And this is a size 39 inch.
That's perfect for a cardigan.
So I'm hoping that this will be good for that.
That's a pretty color. It really, it's so rich. It looks like wine. Like Marlow, or does it have
Yeah.
did you say the name?
It was Pinot.
Pinot, there you go.
It is.
It's
but it
darker
looks more
than
burgundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like what we're drinking now.
It looks,
Yeah,
a
right?
little deeper.
Like
See?
a Cabernet or
Yeah.
fine
Carmenere.
Yeah, good point. Oh my goodness. Okay, so did that one. I'm not doing that one. I only have one more. How about you? Or was that it?
That's all I have.
Okay, so I have one more, and when we came back from Rhinebeck on our last episode, I talked about the Rune mitts, a Rune charm mitts, and those are by Vanessa Ewing, and I bought these at Cape May Fiber, and so she had a little kit put together for these, and it was, let's see if I can get them up here, these 3 skeins. And on the camera, this one looks a whole lot lighter, but I started knitting this little mitt using this, and I don't know if I was in the light part of the purple and on the dark part of this, but you could not see the difference. So I went into my stash, and I had last year purchased a package of minis, and they might have been like, so it was from Fibernymph Dye Works, and Lisa may have had something where you bought a 5-pack and she just put 5 in it randomly, or I may have picked it, I don't even know. But, however, this color is a really, let me see, there we go. It's a really tonal pale yellow. And so I think that this actually shows better. Looks kind of pretty on that. So
Wow,
here's the
that's pretty.
Isn't
rune.
that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's rune on one side and moon phases on the other. So I'm knitting this on a 9-inch circular, and
That's so
What size
beautiful.
needle is that?
this
One?
is a size 2.
Oh, that's a
I
2.
cast on the ribbing with a 1, and then I went up to a 2 for the color work. Normally I would knit it in the same size, but the last mitts that I made is that the
Oh,
ones
right,
that I
right.
took to Rhinebeck that Terry loved and got the pattern for and has started, and I probably finished already. Those were a little snug on me, so I decided that I wanted to go up a needle size.
That's
But anyway,
beautiful.
it's a super cute pattern. Highly recommend it. I didn't even know Vanessa Ewing was also a designer. The Cape May Fibers is actually her yarn. So I am going to use this. I just don't know what I'll use it with. I may pick like a deeper purple, which I have, or maybe a cranberry or something, because I've got all kinds of colors that I can use with this one if, for another sock. Those were 20 gram minis. So you could make your own kit easily and just buy that.
That is so cute.
Yeah,
I
that's-
love the look
That's
of that.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's just very, very gentle. But she says that there is a special rune charm on one side and then the phases of the moon on the other.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love, and your colors are perfect.
They're really good. So anyhow, those should be done next time, because this I did like last night right before bed. And it's just, it's a pretty quick knit.
Yeah, I love that.
So anyhow, that's my last whip for now.
All right.
That I've actively been working on. There's a whole pile of them upstairs that I haven't touched in a hot minute. But
yeah. I know what that's like.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you have anything that you're looking to cast on?
Yes. I didn't bring my yarn though, because I was just
Focused.
focused. But yes, the cinnamon and
Cinnamon and bourbon.
bourbon.
Yeah.
So I have what's that linen? No, it's not linen. Rowan felted tweed. It's in the colorway avocado, which I think is going to be for the main color, and then the other parts are going
The
to be
little
in an
loops and-
off-white.
Oh, that'll be beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really pretty. I was looking at the instructions, and I think I need to do a swatch though, because just to make sure I know what I'm doing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a really pretty combination. So I'm thinking of that. And so I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I got all this yarn in my stash. I have this one, it's a beautiful, beautiful yarn, multicolored, that I'd done a swatch with a long time ago. You guys saw, it had pink in it and stuff. But I think I'm going to do a cardigan out of that. And I'm kind of going, I need to get on that, because I've had it for a while.
Yeah.
Gotta do some stash busting.
I get that.
So are you dreaming of?
Lots of things. I have so many things I want to do, but I know the cinnamon bourbon sweater. I got that beautiful yarn in Rhinebeck
Yes, you did.
to get started on that. So that's coming up in somewhat of the near future.
Yeah. So for me, it's the garden cardigan. I really want to cast that one on, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do that in a like a wool. I think I probably do, but I may, if I love it as much as I think I will, I might also want it in a what is that cotton, half wool that I forget what the yarn is. There's so many of them now. Yeah. So I do have an acquisition since last time. Lisa from Fibernymph Dye Works was doing a campaign for suicide prevention. So there are 3 organizations that she is passionate about, and she had some yarn for sale, and for every yarn that you purchased, she donated so much money, and she ended up donating almost $500.
Wow.
Split amongst the 3 different charities. And so I bought from her This Day We Fight. Look how beautiful these colors are. I mean, this is just gorgeous. She is, if you haven't bought from Lisa, I'm telling you, she is a self-striping genius. And this is just such a gorgeous autumnal color. Anyway, I really love this. And I think, I've got many of skeins of hers. So I sat in front of my cabinet yesterday messing with all of them.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And I think this one is one that I want to cast on soon. I just think that looks very autumnal. But I'm thinking fingerless mitts.
That'll be nice.
I think that would
That'll
be
be
really, really good.
Beautiful.
So anyway, we'll see what this ends up becoming. But way to go, Lisa. Again, Fibernymph Dye Works. She'll be linked in our show notes because, she's a good girl doing that.
Yeah.
And she dyes gorgeous. I don't think I have any other yarns.
I
Did
know.
you? And did you guys buy anything?
Not I.
I'm trying. I'm being so good because, like I said, I sat there yesterday for about a half an hour pulling things out of one of my cabinets, just kind of looking at them, refreshing myself with what's in there. I have so many sweater quantities of yarn, and I do.
I do too.
Like,
Me 3.
like sweater quantities.
Because when I buy yarn, it's always a sweater quantity, right?
Yeah, right. It makes sense to do that. But I'm also
Yeah.
thinking about gift knits too. And like my fingering yarns, I've got a lot of single skeins in there. And everybody is so into that Musselburgh hat.
That's not ringing a bell. But
It's knit end to end. You can use any yarn, you cast on. I don't have the pattern, I just have heard so many people talk about it. But you cast on with your increases, and as you go so far with your increases, she has you stop and measure your gauge, and then you look at her chart and know how much further you go with increases based on your gauge.
That's interesting.
And then you knit till you have, like she has you do that and weigh your yarn once you're finished with your increases. And then you keep knitting straight until you get to the same point what's left with what it took you to make your increases. You have that much left for your decreases. And then you do your decreases and you fold it up inside itself and then flip the brim up so it's 4 thicknesses around your ears
Wow.
and 2 over your head.
That'd be warm.
Right?
Yeah, very
That sounds like a good hat for golf, for winter golf.
yeah, for sure. Your dog gonna be toasty warm.
Yeah, I need a hole for my ponytail to come through or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
I'll have to figure something
Right.
out with those,
that's funny.
or wear a low one that day. But yeah. So, is there anything else we need to tell everybody other than that we're so grateful for all of them?
Oh yeah, well that goes without saying. Well, it does. No, it does. We do need to say that because
Yes,
you
we
guys
do.
are very special to us.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Every one of you, and we love your comments. And we've been a little
Absolutely.
behind getting back to you on those comments, but we absolutely thank you for all of them.
And you're so kind.
Yeah,
Always
absolutely.
So kind.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so tasting table.
Tasting
Yes.
table. It is.
All right,
Yes,
we'll
it
see you
is.
there.
Righty then, we're back.
We are. Oh, here, I see
Do
it.
you see it? I
Yeah.
can feel it.
I got it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know
Hair's
how that is.
falling out all over the place.
Well,
Oh well. So today we're tasting a wine called La Pastel, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. I'll read it on the back. It was La Pastel wines are French in essence and Chilean by birth. Is that what it says?
Yes.
Sorry. By birth, yes. And created by Domines La Pastel, producers of a fine wine since 1827. So this is pretty good for an 1827 bottle. No. Kidding.
Wow.
And
It's very earthy. That's why they say it's French by nature or French
Yeah.
by design or something.
The French by in essence.
Essence, yeah, there you go.
Essence.
The essence is definitely
And
French.
the grape is a Carmenere. It's a 2022, and it's from Chile, right? Is that what we decided?
Yes.
And so I pulled it up on.
It's right at my nose when
Oh,
it sits there.
What a nice
look
look
like
that's gonna be, huh?
I could just put my mouth over the bottle.
So let's see. Yeah, it's from Apalta Valley, Chile, and it's a good decent price, $29.75 a bottle, and it is among the top 3% of all wines in the world. This vintage rates better
Wow.
than any of their others, and it's our typical profile.
Yep.
Bold, smooth, dry. It's right in the middle between soft and acidic, and what people talk about: oak, chocolate, vanilla. You guys getting tired of hearing about that? Blackberry, black fruit, and plum. Earthy, leather, smoke. Those are the most common ones. And let's see. Somebody had some. They mentioned bell pepper and green bell, but I don't get that. I didn't get that.
I get the big fruit.
I
Yeah.
don't know where.
It's really earthy
Yeah, I don't know where
on the nose, but then very delicious tasting.
Yeah.
Somebody who has a more discerning palate maybe can pick out those
Yeah,
other
could
kind of
be.
flavors, but
Yeah. This for the price, this drink's like something way more expensive, and it could be because it's from Chile, because things are just less expensive in Chile. It's not
Right.
it's not like Napa or any place like that. So they make some wonderful wines, and the pricing is always really good. Has a slight amount of tartness,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not.
it's a little bit
unpleasant.
young. No, I mean it's a what'd you say,
22.
22? Yeah. Oh,
Oh, ow.
more bone than yeah. Yeah. It's just it feels like every time we swirl, it opens up just a little bit more, and it gets a little bit tastier.
Well, I had some of this on Sunday, and then I corked it and had some yesterday, and it was really, really,
Really good,
The second
yeah.
day was better than the first day, but it's still yummy.
That's
Okay, that's twice to that elbow, but it's not my crazy bone, so I'm doing
Well, that's
just
good.
fine, I guess. Yeah, Winebow Imports. So if you're looking for that, Winebow Imports is where what's labeled on the back of it.
But you could also go into Vivino and do a search on it,
Yeah.
because there's a place that, like I said, selling it for much less, or it's a good price. It says 31 average, but if you buy a case, it's $29.75.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so let's see what it says about the region. Oh, that's premium. I guess I don't get to go there. Oh well, that's okay. But it is very nice.
It is
delicious.
nice, yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
It's an
think
easy
that's about-
drinker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is really easy. Yeah, because it smooths out so much. So
Yes.
let's see. I don't know. Do we have anything else? Well, let's see. When does our knit along wind up in December?
Well, we said December 6th on that. So that leaves a little less than a month. So, I mean, I thought it was a pretty quick knit. If it's the only thing you're working on, you probably, because it's a big gauge, still have plenty of time to jump in there. But we'll get a prize together, and it probably will be maybe not the next time. You know, if nobody else joins in between now and the next time, we may go ahead and draw a winner.
Okay.
Because I can't imagine if somebody joins in, then they've got
Yeah.
plenty of time, and we'll wait till the 6th to see if they can finish up. But
Yeah.
otherwise, right, we can
Right.
draw a winner, get a prize package together, and
yeah.
get that out sometime before the holidays. That'll be fun.
Yes.
So
That's fun.
I think it's going to be a project bag and a skein of yarn and one of those beautiful little cork pouches that I use mine for my wallet. Isn't that, I mean, we're all kind of using that in our purse. It's exactly the right size for credit cards and cash.
It is.
Yeah, so that works out really well. But aside from that, I don't know that there's any other news.
No, I can't think of any.
We're still having wonderful thoughts of Rhinebeck and all the people we got to meet, all the conversations we got to have, and some of the quick hugs.
Yeah, that was fun.
That
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Yeah, it
We
was.
just love all of our knitting community.
Yeah, we do.
All of our viewers.
Yeah.
I wish we could meet you all.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
would be fun. Yeah.
That would be a blast. So we're going to try to get to other things like more central in the U.S., not so much just on the East Coast.
It's different. Different yarn
Events, festivals.
events.
See, yarn fumes, they're a thing.
Yeah, they are.
Mix them with wine fumes. You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
I guess in the meantime, if you
can't be with the wine you love, love the wine you're with. Cheers.